Listen, everybody. Hey, yo,
Hey, I
I'm
was
a,
jamming now.
listen. I gotta move this song over because I'm like, Lord Jesus, fix it, Jesus, remove this.
I
Okay,
was about to say we don't have three people tonight, so give me
yeah,
all this space. Give me my room. Give me my
y'all,
room.
y'all pray for Josh and pray for us too, cause child, we was going through
Man,
technical difficulties.
with this new computer, I love it, but
Courtney is such a doll. She's such a doll. What's up, y'all? This is Jessie here and Courtney, and we're missing a co-host here. Welcome to Millennial Mondays.
Millennial
Woo.
Mondays.
Now, obviously, we're missing one of our co-hosts, so
Yes.
y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out
You
Josh.
better be watching. Josh, you watching? Probably not.
Oh, okay,
I
that's
don't like
good.
ugly, see.
Listen, but Marco, what's up, bro?
Marco
Uh,
said, I'm done with the leadership meeting for this evening. Now I can watch. Your
Amen.
priorities are top tier.
So because we was thinking that we was like, oh Lord, we was running late. We was supposed to be on at 10 at nine
It
forty
worked out
five,
perfect.
and he's an on time. He may not come when you want him,
Come on.
but
He's
he'll
all,
be there right on.
let me. I gotta get it together.
Listen, because we was going through some technical difficulties. We was going through tragedies as
It's
commonplace.
commonplace, and I felt. I can't even think of the word I'm looking for.
Because it could have
It
been
was good.
me.
Hey, outdoors.
Listen, but all right, let's get into it. So, I had a birthday
Where's?
on.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Where's the chat? Can I see the chat, please?
It should be over there to your right. You should be able to
Oh,
pull it up on your right.
sorry, guys.
Lord. But yeah, so I had a birthday on
Yes,
Saturday,
you
February 14th.
did.
And I still got my balloons in here. I ain't
I
moved.
saw.
Listen.
Keep celebrating.
Girl, that's over with. I
Oop.
was so happy the day was over with. Y'all be sending all them Facebook things and
Everything.
everybody. But a lot of people blessed me this year. I was
That's what I
surprised.
wanted to know. Did this
Hmm.
year make a difference from last year because you gained your internet family even more so has grown, right? So
Hmm.
you gained some people in your life, and I was just curious to know if you noticed a difference from last year versus this year.
It definitely gave community. It gave community, and I was, blessed not only monetarily, but I was
Mhm.
also blessed just, seeing all the messages. I couldn't get to I'm still over here thanking people and
You think
saying
everybody like little bit by like
no,
one at a
no,
time?
I
I used to
can't.
do that.
Yeah, I used to when I had more time, but now I
Mhm.
don't have as much time. So, I just go through and try to heart everything. But the ones that were on Facebook like that sent personal messages. I tried to get back with them or whatever. So, but thank you to everybody that sent me something. Y'all didn't have to do anything like that.
That's
So
so
I
kind. Thank
yeah.
you all for being so generous to my brother. Just another special happy birthday, though. I'm just so glad. We just wanted to shower you with love as best as we could. We wanted you to feel love and appreciated, and you are just such an added value, I know, to my life and to everyone else that's around. So,
See, it's all that carrying on, all that pump. That's all the milk and cookies. Come down here with all the milk and cookies.
and let me tell you something. Whoever sung that happy birthday to you on your live, that's
That's
what
my
my
friend.
daughter and them do.
I'm gonna have to
Beef.
send it. I'm gonna have to send this to my friend Anthony. He has one of the most beautiful male voices I've ever heard. Well, just beautiful
Yes.
voices I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
So, and he been
Tremendous.
singing like that since I met him, honey.
Really? Does
Yeah.
he sing professionally or anything like that, or sing background for anybody?
No, but he's classically trained. He
Ooh.
graduated from Bethune Cookman
Come on,
University.
BC. Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. So when me and him met, I was a hot mess, little 18 country
Oh.
country little big ass bumpkin, you know, didn't know what was going on in the real world, but he
Mhm.
always showed me mad love. So, and
That's sweet.
hey JP, hey
Hey,
J Rochelle,
JP. Hey,
hey
J.
Martha.
Rochelle. Hey,
Yeah, so
Martha.
how was I had make sure y'all go out there. I made sure I think I added Courtney's information, like I tagged her personal YouTube page to
Mhm.
the description. So make sure that you go over there and check out her lives that she's been doing. She's been doing such a great job
Aw,
uh when it comes down to different topics, because I like,
thank you.
I've been watching Kendra G.
Yeah, you need to go on there.
Oh, I'm
Would you
not
go
going
on
on there.
there?
I'm not going
No?
on there.
Okay.
I went on something similar, but I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Would
Kendra
you
G too
hold
big.
on? Would you go on Pop the Balloon?
Possibly, possibly. It
You
would be.
should.
It would be more of a let me see how if I can come up off of this, because I know it would be a
Okay.
key.
So
Yeah,
you wouldn't be there, looking for a love or a date or how whatever the end result is.
not necessarily. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I would
Okay.
intentionally go in with this is visibility for me. So
But do people actually come up off of that platform though?
it,
Like,
it
do
don't,
they? Are you
girl.
wanting brand deals? Are you wanting?
It don't take much. I mean, we saw that one guy, you don't qualify, crash or whatever his name is.
That's
He came up off of
right.
that. Yeah, so it don't. It just take you one little viral moment for you to, and I'll be having catchphrases for
Yes.
days.
Yes,
So
you do.
not intentionally either. It just
Yeah.
happened like that. So
But let
that's
me
the
say this. I
possible.
don't like that. I don't like the fact that not you. I'm talking about I don't like the fact that people go viral for like crashing out instead of being viral for some saying something profound or doing something significant. You
That's a
got to
really.
carry on out here just to go viral. I don't like that.
And that's the sad state of affairs that we're in as a
Mhm.
culture, as a society, because that's absolutely true. We people only make they only make people famous now that
Mhm.
are a mockery. People can
Yeah.
be actually talented, go to school for years for X, Y, and Z, whoa, 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 or they can be an expert in their field. They'll never go viral because we like to put people that are mentally unstable, or they have some mental deficiencies and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and we like to post
And
them,
it's
and
exploited.
it's
That's
exploit.
what that is. People with like Brorilla, for example. I hate to bring that up. We've been talking about. I shouldn't say him. We've been talking about her all weekend. But if you have a mental challenge, you're viral. You get
Hmm.
paid. You get deals. It's that is crazy to me.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because I kind of like to start off light before we go into like more serious
Mhm.
topics or whatnot.
Mhm.
I like to talk about what's going on in culture, in the culture or whatnot. So, that whole situation with Glorilla and her family. I was watching a little bit of Sean's
Mm.
panel with you all
Mhm.
last night. Make sure y'all go over to Sean Talks and shout out to her. So, but I was watching a little bit of that, and so I saw the other sister had came out and was saying, well, I rap
Bruh,
too, and I'm like, honey,
she's getting nothing.
I'm like, baby, based off of your vocabulary on what you did on that video, you don't got it.
No.
You don't have it. So, because I knew day one when Glorilla, hey Candice, I knew day one when Glorilla came out with FNF, I knew that girl was gonna be something. Because I was listening to that all that summer, honey. And but I knew she was gonna go somewhere, but I can tell when somebody is going to be a star. Kendrick Lamar is another one. I bought his first
Yes.
I bought his first CD the same week it came out. Nobody else was listening to it like that. And now we
Mhm.
here, 15 years later, and he's still
Mhm.
there. I kind of know when people got it going on,
Mm.
so but that girl, she just ain't got it. And
Mhm.
it's like, to me,
How old is she? Do you know?
well, she would probably be about those who have to be like either approaching 30 or just over 30 or something like that. Because Glorilla is 27.
Really? Cause
Yeah.
that one sister that came out, I thought she was in her 40s. I was like, girl, if you don't go find a trade and stop playing on our top,
And see, that's the
I've been
thing.
hanging around my kids too long. Go ahead.
Listen, but no, I mean that's what we everybody talking about, right now. And it's like everybody they got that small, even though Memphis is a fairly large city, they
Mhm.
got that small town mentality. I see. Because that's the same type of stuff. Y'all know Draymond Green
Mhm.
grew up in my hometown, Saginaw, Michigan. And
You
that's the
proud of
same.
him? You be bringing him up
Oh
quite
yeah.
often.
I'm proud of him because if you know like what we went through,
Proud of
like
him for
when
what?
he was, what we went through at the time that we came up,
Mhm.
he
Y'all
like,
was y'all the same age?
no, we're
Oh,
five,
he
we're
older than
five.
you?
Yeah, he's 5 years older than me, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So when I was in the eighth grade, he was a
Mhm.
senior in high school. So we
Got
missed each other
so
by a year.
when you was in 8th grade, that's what you said. He was a senior in high school.
Hmm.
Y'all missed each other by a few years.
No, by a year, because I was in the ninth grade. Like when he was the first year he was in college was the first year I was in high school. So he graduated. He
Brother,
graduate.
you're not
He
gonna make me look a fool in front of everybody. Sir. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
he
So you
gra-
were saying, go ahead.
he graduated high school in 2008. I entered high school in the fall of 2008.
I see what you're saying now. Okay.
So
I
I missed him
digress.
by a year. Yeah.
Yes.
So he went
I
to
was
school.
like, you missed him by a few years. What you oh,
uh,
okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. My
uh-huh.
bad.
Yeah. So he went to school with like some of my cousins and stuff like that. But
Got you. But
but
I didn't know he was that young. He younger than me. I thought we was kind of around the same age, maybe.
oh no, he's definitely, but he came like when he was in high school and stuff. I mean, it was still there, but it was way more gang activity going on when he
Mm.
was like coming of age. Matter of fact, I think like his freshman year in high school, um,
Look,
is when
JP said I get JP. You quick on it. I'm sorry. Y'all got to work with me. My brain is on a Monday. It's tired. But no,
but
JP
yeah,
said I get it. You came in. He was leaving that, and I'm talking about no. There's years apart. Okay,
yeah. But
I
he
get it now.
the year I think he was in high school when they had shot up the school, and that was back in '04. And that was a big thing back then.
Was it like an active shooter situation or a drive-by shooting?
It was an active shooter. Somebody, see what happened was somebody had let somebody in through the back door, on called
No.
somebody on the phone. Only one person got shot and he didn't die. That's why I didn't really, impact
Okay.
national news like that.
But
But
there's so many shootings that happen that does not make the news.
yeah, and that was,
Wow.
that was post Columbine and stuff. So,
Mhm.
it was like, well, that wasn't a big deal because the guy ended up still being alive, but they
That
let
is
somebody,
still a big deal.
yeah, they let somebody through the back door.
Wow. And you was
And
at school?
well, Draymond was in school at that time. I was still
Okay.
in elementary school then. So being able to, because everything go by so fast. So, seeing everything that he accomplished in life and getting out of that set, that little, our area or whatever, I'm very proud of him.
Okay.
But he had came back to our hometown the first time he won an NBA championship. Hey
Mhm.
Robert.
Hey, Robert.
So the first time he had won an NBA championship, he came to our hometown. He did a big old parade in the middle of town or whatever,
For
and
himself?
yeah, for him to be celebrated for winning the NBA championship.
Okay.
We from a little small town, 40,000 people, honey.
So hold on. He did a parade for himself or did the city throw him a
The
parade?
city threw him a parade.
I got concerned. I'm like, how you gonna come throw your own parade to celebrate yourself? You see how that sounds?
No, 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 no. We threw him a
Okay.
parade. We
All
threw him a
right.
parade.
All right.
And there in the middle of town and everything,
Mhm.
everybody came out.
Okay.
And we were happy for him. Well, some of us were happy for him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, of course, um they have permits and everything for people, you have to
Yes.
sign up for that. And
Mhm.
so these niggas got out there that were not supposed to be a part of the parade. They got out there on motorcycles, making it about them,
Of
doing
course.
UEs and
Of
all of this
course.
and that and that and
Yeah.
this. And then, this little girl got seriously hurt. She was a cheerleader in front of them. So your big grown funky tail sitting
No.
up there, running into a little girl, and they had to stop the whole parade because we was
Oh
on the
my
last end.
god.
And we like, so after that, he didn't really come back to Saginaw no more after that.
Yeah.
And but people, I would see people after that say, well, he don't do nothing for us and all of this and that. You didn't go out there and go to all them practices. You didn't do this, that. And then the sad part is his mom was still there working, like Glorilla mom. She was still there working for the school district and all of that.
Mm.
And
Did he
they
donate books to the school or
will.
anything? Okay, hold on. Before
Mhm,
you answer it, let me just ask it this way. When people blow up and they come from a whatever city or town they come from,
mhm.
is it an expectation that they give back to where they came from?
They really shouldn't. But he has.
They really shouldn't.
I know if I was in that case, I'm not giving Saginaw shit. I would. And okay, let me say it like this: Draymond Green, I know for a fact, has donated money for scholarships. Um,
Okay.
for scholarships for seniors in high schools and stuff like that.
Okay.
I know for a fact he's done that.
Mhm.
That's more on the lines of things I would do. I'm not just coming on down here making it rain because you a lazy bum and
You
you a lazy mother
whoa. Wait
or a
now wait
lazy
a minute
father.
now. Now wait a minute. Now you know that's you reaching. Why you gotta call these people lazy?
Because that's what they want you to do. They want a Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, press your luck, the price is right type of situation to happen. That's what these people mean when they just like Glorilla or whoever. They want somebody to come and give them a national sweepstakes and just hand them over the money or hand them over
Oh
the
my
dough.
god.
And it's like life don't work like that. If you a grown adult, I see if it's kids or something, most of us we want to, just like Bishop Jordan say, don't give your money to the poor. That's the worst investment you can give somebody. Okay. You don't give your money to the poor. You give your money to stuff that you see has some sort of promise.
Now the
I'll,
Bible talk about giving to the poor. We're not gonna go there.
I'm not gonna
But
get
now
no
you're not
offering to
gonna
no poor.
invest into the poor and expect a return
It's more it's
in that
not it's not
regard.
it's not giving to the poor. Based
Mhm.
off of my interpretation of it, it's more of a, this is my duty, this is my civil service. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
this is a part of my tithe. um
Mm-mm.
this is what I'm,
Yeah.
this is what I'm required to give back it to, poor people. But me just going out here just like, oh, you wrote me a sad
No, I
story.
do feel like you should give some turkeys, do a little food drive.
Yeah, that's giving, that's
Yeah.
helping out the poor. But me just
Mhm.
handing you over a bunch of cash like this is
No.
ABC, that's
No,
what
no,
I'm
no,
talking
no, no,
about
no,
right
no,
there.
no,
And
no.
then, but no, but
No.
see, that's the thing. That's
Give
what these
according to the
people want.
need of that community.
These
So,
people want a lottery scratch off. They
no.
don't want to work for
They want a
nothing.
stimulus.
They want a
No.
stimulus package, and that's why we in
Mm-mm.
this economy that we in right now. We might talk about that a little bit later in the show.
Okay.
But this economy is jacked up because y'all sat there and y'all wanted all these stimulus checks, and that's what really drove the inflation, because they was printing money that did not exist or had no backup to it. Um, so yeah,
But
no, the
then how never mind, I ain't gonna get into that.
what?
I was gonna say, then how do we have all this money to build
Hey,
this
Nicole.
hey Nicole, how do we have all this money to build this ballroom or
W-
whatever
Well,
is going on?
that's a scheme set up by the devil himself.
And are we still giving money to the Ukraine? We gave them billions of dollars, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We gave them billions of dollars, just like we gave. Was that Argentina? Was that Argentina or Venezuela?
We stole from them.
It was one of them South American countries that we gave all that
We
money to.
maybe it was Venezuela because we stole from Venezuela. We stole that oil.
It
So I
wasn't
don't know.
Venezuela. It was Argentina, I believe.
Argentina,
Somebody
okay.
confirmed for me in the for confirmed for me in the chat which country got $20 billion.
20 billion.
Yes, you didn't hear about
But
that,
we
girl.
I did, but I do not remember. But I
Let me.
did hear about I did hear about it.
Yeah,
That is
we
crazy.
gave. So we have people in power right now that don't know what they're doing, and we wonder why they were bankrupt.
Okay,
um
Nicole be on it. But I forgot she work around there. She said the ballroom was private donations. From who? What?
that's what they said, but it
Child.
was it was still calling. That's what but they still definitely we paid for
Nicole
something.
be on it.
We
Nicole, where
definitely
did
paid for something.
who did we give money to Argentina or Venezuela? I know you know.
I just looked it
Nicole
up.
is
It was
CNN, baby. Do you hear me?
She is,
She
but
know it. Argentina. She knew it. See?
yeah,
Argentina.
that's
You
what I
said
thought.
Argentina though.
Yeah, because don't cry for me, Argentina, while you still in
I
our
love it.
funds, while you're
Period.
still in getting and grifting. So because that's a whole thing
So
with.
how are we in a I'm not saying we're not in a recession. We are in a recession, but I'm asking how, if we got these tariffs going on, if we are giving billions of dollars away, how are we in a recession? Or
um
why, rather, why are we in a recession?
well, okay, I'm glad you asked that. So let's do some education here.
Mhm.
Most people believe that the government has 100% control of the US economy, and it does not.
Okay.
However, the US government can interfere with the US economy and make things
Mhm.
worse or make things better.
Yes.
Now, where we're headed in regards to the economy right now,
Mhm.
um, they haven't called it an official recession because the stock market um right now is saying that,
Mm.
oh, we're still growing. So that's why
Mhm.
we're not currently in a recession. But outside of the stock market,
Mhm.
there's all kind of indicators saying that there is something going on, like, and actually let's go into that really quick. One of my somebody
Now,
out.
JP, while you're doing that, JP
Mhm,
said that the ballroom project is on hold at the moment. So
it
where
is.
are the donations?
Well, it's probably in his pockets, just like, and that's something else before we get into the video. There's something else, when you think about the grand scheme of things. I was sitting
Mhm.
down doing my taxes.
Ooh,
Um,
I need to do my taxes.
girl, I started playing around with them, child. I'm gonna be like Brian Carn in a minute, girl, if I keep fucking. But
Ooh, ooh, no, don't say that.
listen.
That he
But
got me like I need to get on top of my. I need to give my stuff to the people so they can do what they do.
listen, they
Mhm.
but I was sitting there watching, no, I was sitting there doing my taxes. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like,
Hey, Sean.
why in the world am I paying taxes this year, considering that I just paid for all these tariffs? We shouldn't be paying taxes at all. What happened to the tariffs? Y'all said y'all was gonna give out these checks, but that we knew was never gonna come. But you said you was gonna. So what happened to the taxes? I mean, to the tariffs?
Listen,
Because at the
call up there to the IRS and ask them.
listen, so this video we're gonna watch real quick
Okay.
is from a content creator. His name is I love seeing black men that's talking about something other than
Mhm.
gossip and
That's right.
drama, honey.
Mhm.
I love seeing an educated black man on the thing.
Mhm.
So we're gonna watch. His name is Smart Money Bro. We're gonna watch him
I feel like
really.
I heard of him. Okay.
You might have. He be getting this little thing going on, and I love seeing stuff like that. Like I said,
Mhm.
so let's see.
what it's not saying. Because the numbers themselves may not be fake, but they may not be telling the full story. Here's why this caught my attention. The previous jobs report showed about 50,000 new non farm jobs being added, right? But this new latest report, released on February 11th after being delayed, showed that about 130,000 new non farm jobs were added. That's not a small change, okay? And remember, these reports get revised and seasonally adjusted. I get all that, right? But even after all that, the change was still incredible month to month. So 50,000 new non farm jobs to 130 new non farm jobs. That's more than double. In other words, the labor market didn't just improve according to the numbers, it suddenly improved a whole lot. And at the same time, the unemployment rate went down as well. And not to mention all that good news, plus Friday, inflation data showed that inflation is cooling down. So if you just look at the headlines alone, this almost looks like the perfect economy. But here's the problem. Many households are not experiencing a perfect economy. Let's
Mm.
So let's talk about that really quickly here, because that's what's been coming up a lot. Is well, if you watch like finance
Mhm.
related things, all of these rates, and that's something I want to explain also to people is that don't get caught up in Trump in the bullshit.
Okay.
Y'all know again, and we got a couple people that's experts in the chat, and they can probably back me up because they look at financial statements all day, like I have
Mhm.
been, getting trying to obtain my degree.
Mhm.
Um, when you look at these reports, you can throw out any bullshit ratio to
Mhm.
make people feel better. Let me get. Oh yeah, we made 10 billion more years of sales. Yeah, but we had 20 billion more of expenses,
Mhm.
and so we can trick around the numbers. Yeah,
Mhm.
the inflation is going down, but you made sure that you left out the tariff rate. And this is the type of trickery that we see going on in the White House that is scary because we have Fox News out here telling a pack of we can't call it lies because it might be true, but it's
A
very
half truth is a lie.
it is, and we black people that's a lie, that's a lie, you
You but
lied.
you but you know me, black and white. A half truth is a lie, so they're lying.
But they like to play with our emotions, even though I've been doubling down, or I want everybody to double down in 2026. Sorry, yelling over people that you don't agree with. Don't be politically
Yell
correct.
over 'em.
Yell over, scream at the top of your lungs until they shut up. But no, so for real, because that's the type of people that we're encountering now, and it's
I'm too
unfortunate.
tired to be doing all that.
Listen, I'm like you bets. Because I tell people I'm like I don't have political debates with people I don't agree with, so you
Mm-mm.
bets be
Oh.
quiet, okay? Because once I start going, well, what about this? No, I said you full of shit. Well, you don't
See,
have to know. I am getting emotional because bitch, I saw my bank statement. What the fuck you talking about? See, that's how y'all gonna have to start being, because these people, they're not rational. They're not trying to meet you in the middle. You have to scream at the top of your lungs and let them know you not to be played with. You can go do that with somebody else, but you do not play with me.
oh, oh my God. What is wrong with you? See me. Ooh.
I don't need peace. This ain't the peace that passes all understanding. This is the peace that passes all understanding.
Woo. Wait. Here's the deal. When I have, I really try. I try not to have those conversations, but if I do, I'm going to ask you a good two questions that will make you look stupid, and then I'm walking away.
See, you so PC, you so politically
N-
correct.
No, I'm just tired. I'm too tired
No.
to be arguing, and I'm gonna let you live in delusion land. I'm gonna let
Mm-hmm.
you be Delulu all day. I'm
No.
gonna say, "Oh, okay then," and I'm just gonna walk off.
Yeah.
I have
So,
nothing to talk about. I really don't want to hear anything outside of. I don't want to hear the same rhetoric over and over again,
mm-hmm.
and then I don't want to sit up there and try to make sense of it when
Mm-hmm.
we both know it doesn't make sense. So I'm just like, I don't have the energy.
Yeah, and but luckily, like you said,
But
um,
you keep doing what you're doing because that's hilarious.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's like
And then they probably don't mess with you after that. They probably like, okay,
no, no.
great.
People can just tell by the demeanor on my face. Don't go over there saying nothing to them. I have somebody, don't say nothing to him. I haven't had one of these debates in probably 10 years.
Since Obama was running for president.
No, since Obama was leaving the White House.
Oh gosh.
I'm talking 2016. I haven't really had these debates, and that's one thing I love about being in Detroit. Josh ass always sitting up to talk about Detroit, Detroit, Detroit. That's one thing I love about being Detroit. So many black people here. I don't
Yes,
really come across that type of stuff. But
you're
when people do,
right.
yeah. So, but when people,
Child,
but you
come to
see,
Texas, baby.
baby, and see, I don't have to deal with that type of stuff. That's why I'm like, I don't really want to leave Detroit for real, because I'm like, why would it? It's so black
Isn't it
here.
called Chocolate City?
That's DC.
Oop, just kidding.
That's DC.
Y'all
We
the Motor City.
we just the motor city, but
Okay.
we are the by population, by like percentages and stuff.
Mhm.
We are considered like the top blackest city. Like we got like eighty
What's the
percent.
number one black city in the nation?
It's technically Detroit.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, I think like if you look in past like 200,000 people, we're number one. We're the biggest like black city, because it'll be like Jackson, Mississippi. It'll be just a little bit bigger, a little bit higher in population, and then South Fulton, Georgia is, but it's not that big.
Mhm. How you
Yeah,
know? It said New York City.
that's AI. See, and that's another thing we're gonna have to talk about today. Is
What a
AI?
good segue.
Yeah.
Unless you're still on it. It said New York City metropolitan area has the highest number of black residents in the United States, with approximately 3.9 million black Americans, and that's as of 2024.
Well,
The next is Atlanta, then you have DC, then you have Chicago.
and see, but you can
I
tell
don't see
those.
Detroit.
Yeah, yeah. AI is full of crap. Because you can tell those numbers, because when you go to New York, how many Monique Walker, Timothy Figueroa, Hezekiah Walker, Kirby Brown black people do you see anymore?
Houston, and Dallas are percentages are increasing as of 2024 with black people. We don't. Detroit's not on here. I don't see.
Yeah, they lie. You got to go to Wikipedia.
What's what's
I'm gonna pull it up again the next time we come on.
Jackson, Memphis, um, has a high percentage as well. But New York is number one. New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, Jersey City. Yeah, I don't see Detroit. I believe you though. I'm sure it is a lot of black people in Detroit.
Um,
Let me ask you, why Detroit not on the list?
yeah, because they definitely lie. It's like if you look at the correct list that you're supposed to look at, um if you look at the correct list, it'll say usually those three. I'm gonna find it, y'all. I'm not lying.
The
Cause
correct list. I'm not. I don't think you lying. I'm not saying that you're lying.
yeah,
I believe you. I do think that Detroit is heavily populated with African Americans. I do believe that. for sure. I'm just curious to know why it's not on the list. Or maybe these cities are larger than Detroit.
I think you looked up just by population.
Yeah.
I'm talking about by percentages, by proportion. Like when you come here, um
Yeah, y'all
okay,
look it up in the chat.
hold on. I'm just gonna pull it up because I got it up here. I know what
Nicole
to
said Brooklyn and Queens alone. Hello. Ooh,
them,
somebody.
child, you go there and it be a full of Italians. Ain't nobody looking at them.
Oh.
So it say it right here. It say Detroit is one of the nation's highest percentage majority black cities
One of.
with the black population approximately 76 to 80% as of 2022, the 2025 data, while often ranked as the blackest major city by percentage. So that's what I mean.
Mhm.
It is closely rivals with Memphis, Tennessee for the top spot. Jackson,
Mhm.
Mississippi, which boasts the population over 80% black. But because we always say it's the blackest because we're the
Mhm.
only one that's like over, I believe, 500,000 that's over 80% black or over like 75% black. And when you come here you gonna see what I mean. And it
Mhm.
ain't no because we get a bad rep for it being all ghetto and hood and hip-hop trash,
I
but
ain't
it's
gonna lie.
hmm,
I ain't gonna lie. The tourism board need to do a better job.
what they got going.
Cause the tourism board for Detroit need to do a better job of
What they
trying to
got
bring
going.
tourists. Because I'm saying like I marketing wise, it's not given. Like
Well,
I'm coming to Detroit because I've met you. Outside of that, nothing in me said, "Hey, let me run by. Let me see what's popping in Detroit." Nothing.
it's people do
But I'm sure there's things to do there.
yeah, a lot of people. It just depends on what you like to do and what you like to see. Like
But they need
if
to market better so that they can bring more income, more money into the city.
we do, we're working on it. It's a layered topic, and we're gonna have to probably
Okay.
come back on and talk about that. But it's very layered
Mhm.
because we don't have like a good like hotel base here.
Mhm.
Because we of course you want to start hosting more conventions and stuff like that. Like we got the
Right.
convention space, but like
Right.
in the immediate downtown area, we're limited
Mhm.
on hotels. So they're currently building
Like
up a whole
Kojic need to do something in
yeah.
Detroit.
Well,
Your prelay is there.
they did aim here one year. That was back in '07 though.
I was about to say that was so long ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Mm-mm, they need to have some type of convocation or something there in Detroit to bring money to the city.
But yeah, and then we got this new black mayor, black female mayor, Miss Mary Sheffield,
Mhm.
honey. Girl, give me a job. But but yeah, so okay, let's but I wanted to say that about Brorilla or whatever before we move on.
Mhm.
They got that small town mentality. And
Mhm.
I'm not giving you nothing.
Mm.
You because people you give out your money to
Mhm.
people and people are they will use you. And it
Yes.
ain't even necessarily
Yes.
it ain't gotta always be money. Sometimes it can be your time and your resources. And they
Yes.
will sit there and use you.
Absolutely.
I've
For
had it
sure.
done to me because I'm like St. James. I try to be as not
Mhm.
communal as I
Mhm.
can be. Like I like to think to have a
Mhm.
community base, but I found myself about a year ago or so, and I was like, why am I always the one going above and beyond for people? Why am I
That's a
always
good question.
yeah.
I do you slip into it like it happens naturally because you are a giver, or how does that work? How do you wind up?
So I was raised as the oldest of two kids, even though my father got five,
Mm.
but like in our household, I'm the
Mhm.
oldest.
Mhm.
So naturally I'm a protector.
Mhm.
And after my parents got divorced, single parent home or whatever, blah blah blah. So I've always, and then just naturally, like even when I was in elementary school, I was always looking out for everybody, and stuff like that, and whatever. So that's just always been me. And I'm not no rich person by any means or nothing like that. But I always had,
You
well,
will share.
I will share.
Mhm.
I'll, come and pick you up if you need a ride.
Mhm.
I'm that friend. I always kept a car. I always
Mhm.
kept a place to stay since I've been, since I moved away from home.
Mhm.
I don't spend my money on nothing crazy. I don't got no design or nothing. I just do me and I live comfortably, right?
Mhm.
But like I said, I will always find myself, I'm going to this person, that person birthday party, but they not coming to mine.
Mm.
I'm going out my way to go do this and that for a family member or for somebody. I'm loaning you cash apps and all of this and that. But
Mhm.
when I'm
Mhm.
in need, or if blah, 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 something coming up, you don't, or if I got a project coming up, you don't
Mhm.
support me. You don't share my link. You share everybody else shit. You know
So
what I'm
how long
saying?
does it take before you realize that it's not reciprocal?
Um, hey Cece. I think because of my age, I think it was just me coming out of my 20s into my
Mm.
30s.
Okay.
I think I just had like a wake up moment where it was like, this going. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I kind of came up to this conclusion around the time I started watching St. James. Because
Mm.
when I started watching St. James, I was just about to turn 30,
Mm.
and I was 29, about to be 30. Yep. And so I was just like looking at my life right before my 30th birthday, and I was just sitting around there depressed and crying and all of that and carrying on. And I was just like, it was some stuff going on or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? You need to get your shit together when it come down to how much you pour into people and how much you let people use and abuse you.
Did you get that from something St. James said, or it was just like overall just being around him and just picking up different nuggets from him?
I think, yeah. I think, yeah. That was definitely the latter that you said. It was just
Mhm.
like it was already something I had kind of determined on my own.
Mhm.
Um, but I just kind of like it helped me, just kind of being around that masculine energy, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
because that's what the girls.
Definitely a masculine energy.
Yeah, definitely. We just on here rambling and talking, honey.
I know I love that though, and I just want to say to St. James if he's watching, you are definitely something. You're definitely an added value. I know I just said that to you, Jesse, but I mean that. I say that to people that definitely add value to people's lives, and is
Mhm.
you're not just on YouTube, but you're actually adding value to the YouTube space through people that
Mhm.
not through people, but you're adding the value to people that encounter you. And so you're definitely a treasure. So I just wanted to tell him that.
Yeah, definitely. Um, praise God for St. James.
Yes.
Um, now let me see. And saving stuff to the wrong thing, Lord Jesus.
Oh, you didn't say the thing the wrong way.
Hold on, let me. I wanted to come on here. First of all, how you feel about AI, Courtney?
All right, that's a good question. So I feel like AI is definitely listen, I use it. Do you hear me? AI
Listen.
has shaved so much time off of so many things that I do. I use it for, work, for all sorts of things. So it's a blessing, but it also with every good thing there's a downside to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely know that on the back end there is an underbelly that may not be as great. But I think it depends on what you use it for.
Yeah. I pretty much feel the same. I use, and if you use AI in the chat, make sure that you just say that what you use or what app you might use or whatever.
Mhm,
I personally use more Chat GPT, or
mhm.
like I'll look things up on Google real quick a lot of times. I'm not really that much in, because child, hold on real
But
quick.
you gotta be careful with
Uh-huh.
AI, cause baby, sometimes AI steer your butt wrong, and
It
I've
it
had it happen to me, and it's kind of embarrassing.
it does. And I was going, hold on real quick.
Hey, Uncle Paul.
Hey, Uncle Paul.
Do
I
we say
wanted
hey to Sean?
to.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. I think I had said, "Hey, Sean. Hey, Nicole." I think I
Mhm.
had. I can't pull the video. I think we're just gonna come back on one day and talk about AI, because I feel like a lot of people, you put your trust in, don't put your trust in horses and
And
chariots.
chariots. We trust in the name of the Lord. No, so you do. I think AI is still um it's still being used by humans, meaning that humans are pushing information to this source, right?
Hmm.
So it still has that frailty that it it can be incorrect. So you have to kind of have a little knowledge too about what's going on.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
I sat up there and ate some doggone ribs, and that acid reflex is kicking me in the
Ooh,
butt right now. I'm about to drink me some,
really?
but I drink alkaline
Ribs.
water.
Mm.
Um,
Where you get
yes,
the ribs from?
girl. I don't know if y'all got Happy's Pizza down there.
Absolutely not.
I think it's a Detroit thing, but the pizza is trash. But
Really?
yeah, the pizza is trash, but
So you get pizza and ribs in
ribs
one
and
place.
shrimp, and yeah, but the ribs
Wow.
are good. They make some really good
Mm.
sauce. Um,
I do need to get some pizza from Detroit though.
yeah, I would
Where
have
I'm from.
to. I would have to figure out. Let me see. I had saw
But see,
this.
this is how my mind be going. I'm so sorry. That's why I can that conversation be all over the place. I'm
Make
sorry.
sure
Go ahead.
y'all go over there if you have not yet. Make sure you have to go over to Courtney's channel, and also go over to Josh's channel in his absence.
Mhm.
He's such a pastor. In his
Right.
absence.
And we honor the pastor in his absence. Pastor Joshua Smith.
Child.
Y'all keep him in your prayers.
Uh, uh,
Mhm.
uh, I had
Uncle
saw.
Paul said, "I love AI. That is what
Oh
I did
yeah,
with the
we
video
the
church
people,
ministry."
and we
Yeah.
the people need for y'all to go over there to Uncle Paul video. I mean, over to his channel. He had
Mhm.
did a video. Now I will say this: I hate AI music, and I can always, no shade to Jobs, but Jobs be having that AI stuff, and I'd be like, honey, turn it off. And it's no shade. Love Jobs, turn it off.
You can tell the AI music because I went to AI to try to get me a little. I thought I was gonna have me a little tune, a little bop
Oh, you was Keisha
going
Cole.
into my.
You was AI Keisha Cole. Oh.
I thought I was gonna have me a little bop. No, it sounds so AI. I was like, that's okay.
But I was gonna say about Uncle Paul, he
Mhm.
his was a little different. Will I say
Mhm. It was very different.
it was different. I think he's
Mhm.
more musically inclined, so I think he was able to
Mhm.
tell him it needs to be in this key, in this tempo, this BPM
Mm.
and stuff. I think he was
Mhm.
able to do that, because
I
the
don't
rest,
think he used Suno or Suno, whatever you call it.
yeah.
I don't
So
think he used that. He used something else.
I
Uncle
could,
Paul, are you in the music space?
I
I'm
think
sorry.
he is. I think he is.
It's given. Hey,
Yeah.
Shardy Sharp. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I think he is a musician. So he was kind of able to kind of do that, because they got some song, God don't play it, but I was like, turn that off.
I do like Larry Reid's version of it, though. Sorry, I do like that song.
I'll listen to that. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Oh, he said he did Suno. chat.
See, but he knows how
He
to
knows how to tweak that
he
thing and
knows how to do
cut
it.
it and
Yeah.
slice it. Oh, okay then. He probably didn't cut it and slice it. Did you cut it and slice it, Uncle Paul?
Okay, let's go here really quick. I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know why this took so long for me to pull up. Lord Jesus, YouTube be playing games. I'm gonna
Mm,
have to chop this video up some too.
okay.
This is Microsoft
Mustafa.
Mustafa Suleiman.
Mhm.
Um that's talking about AI
Okay.
companies. So okay.
We're starting to feel increasingly anxious that some of the other labs are making an assumption that a super intelligence that is smarter than all of us put together, like all the intelligences in the world, is both inevitable and even desirable, and that such a system would probably be very hard to control. Something that is so many times more intelligent than us. I think that we have to reset that and make the assumption that we should only bring a system like that into the world that we are sure we can control and operates in a subordinate way to us, that humans remain at the top of the food chain, that these tools, like any other past technology, are designed to enhance human well-being and serve humanity, not exceed humanity. And some of the things that you hear from
Mm.
Elon often, or even others in the field, you can clearly see that they're sort of fixating on a world in 2050 or 2075 when they're going off and exploring other universes and conquering resources from other planets and stuff like that. And a system like that is unclear to me how it would have any time for preserving us as a species.
Mm.
Um And see, we see the reports on like, AI draining all of our water, resources and stuff like that.
Huh?
You haven't seen that, girl?
No.
Yeah, they said
How's
it.
AI draining our water resources?
So they're saying that AI is like the data centers that keep coming up. That's why it's been such a big protest going around when, it's one that's being proposed in everybody's local area.
Mhm.
Because it takes so much water to cool these places down that it's
Mm.
possibly going to threaten our water supply. Um,
My God.
and
Is it worth it?
we're already scarce when it comes down to fresh water.
Resources. Yeah.
hmm Especially like if you out in Southwest California, Arizona,
Mhm.
Nevada, it's
Mhm.
already scarce over there.
Mhm.
So, most of them, I think they're trying to push for them to come back east, but it's like, we don't want that mess over here. And,
Mm.
going back to the administration that we're in, there's no sort of, let's slow this down. Let's write some legislation, some
Right.
regulation on, controlling this, because it's like y'all just letting it be a free for all. And eventually, I mean, even just right now, it's just like y'all be over here threatening our water supply just to make, pictures of you in a jock strap, but naked, when you really 350 pounds. And we the people just said you need to cut it out. You never look like that AI picture. You never did, and you never will. Never land. You look like perfecting Chateau
Ah!
Charade, and we the people is tired of
Ow!
y'all in these AI pictures.
Wait. What? Jesse. Wait. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Just forget it. I cannot. I cannot. You okay? So you should look a little close to your AI image that you portray, right?
I'm glad you said that. Keep going.
No, that's the question.
Keep going, I said.
That's the question.
Do I look
You
like
should
my
no, not you in general. You're saying that you should look similar or close to your AI image. But I think that's what people love about AI. I think they love the fact that they are able to um kind of have fun with it, kind of play with it, kind of they get to be them be themselves on somebody else.
So you meaning to tell me if I look like Kim Burrell, I can go and make myself look like, she the same age as Taraji P. Henson, so I'm able to go make myself look like Taraji. And the thing is, like, and I was trying to explain this, I was trying to get this thought out, but sometimes when I'm writing things, it don't really make sense. But when I start talking
Mhm.
things out, it'll start making sense.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what is the difference, because y'all keep blowing this AI stuff up. And I know, I feel like everybody should learn it. Like, I'm not totally against AI or nothing like that. I'm just asking for some rules and regulation behind it, and some common sense behind it, because it's like y'all throwing your whole company on the line and stuff like that, and you throwing away a whole job market to outsource things to AI, when it's
Mhm.
like, what is the difference between this and, let's say, like the Sims game from back in the day?
Mm. To be honest with you, I think we are heading in a virtual reality direction where we're living in an alternate reality. That's the direction that we are going.
Mm-hmm.
We're not turning back. We're heading that way.
But and then that's another thing. It's like, okay, y'all said the Jetsons was on back in the 60s or 70s.
Mhm. Mhm.
Y'all said we was gonna have flying cars by that
And
point.
we are.
We still driving around in 1999 Pontiac Grand Ams
But here's the thing. They are
with
working
cassette
on
players.
they my mama had one while you playing, my mama had a grand dam.
My auntie had a green one.
um they are definitely working on hovercraft vehicles. We already have drones that are delivering packages. I can't remember who I heard that from recently. And yeah, we we are in the future. The future is now. We never thought in a million years that we would have vehicles that do not run off of gasoline, but off of energy.
Now, Chat GPT, maybe I don't use it enough or something,
Hmm.
but I had
Oh,
did
that's
they
Chat GPT.
yeah, they said make a
Mm.
prompt of you and your future partner, and
All right.
they put me with a Latino man, and I said, girl, if you
Mm.
knew anything about me, that would
I
never
was about
happen.
to be like, I was about to be like, hey,
That would never happen. Okay.
listen,
God himself would have to come down here and say, oh, that's the person for you, in order for me to ever get. And then let me show y'all
don't
something
limit
else.
yourself, but that's a whole other topic for we can talk offline about that.
What? Well, child, I'm in Detroit, honey. I don't have to do
Okay,
those
okay,
things.
okay. You're right.
And then happy Black History Month to everyone. This is 100. So I told ChatGPT,
Why did you put this? I hate this.
and I
First of
post
all, my picture is I mean not this one right here. This is AI, but the actual picture is real. It's not an AI picture. So why
it.
would AI do this?
Yeah, because it made you look like Tiffany Montgomery, honey.
No, it's given Raw Ali
Oh yeah.
from I mean and she's a beautiful woman, but this is not it. And then Saint James and then who are you? And then who is Josh? What is this?
And then they got me with a damn gap. Like what? I called myself, I said, okay, I'm about to make a little Black History thing. For I tried to add Shine into it too, and that was just a mess. And then
It was a mess, but mine was even more so a mess. And you gonna have the audacity to post it up and not even tell me? Did you
Well,
go do this right here on the show?
and then another thing is they did the same thing. Sean did one I saw, and then I saw Tasha Global had did one, and it was all with this same background. I said, girl, how you gonna get up here and you always saying you so this and that, and you supposed to be taking over the damn world, and you sitting over here making this mess. And yeah, St. James, who is St. James supposed to be? St. James
It's
look like
given.
St.
When I
James look.
see this, it's given. Hold your peace. Vengeance is mine. Enemies will bow down in due time. Who sing? That's commission, right?
He over there, Lord Jesus, help me, help me.
Help somebody
I
else.
want to help somebody. What the world needs
Need
now.
now. It's the love of Jesus.
You know them, Fred Hammond and Keith Staten and all of
That's
them.
what it's
With
given to.
the love of Jesus.
Oh
Like
God.
what was all of that? With the love of Jesus.
Listen, you couldn't tell them nothing back in the days. Let's be clear. You not telling commission nothing. They gonna sing just like that, and we gonna be all right.
And they still got some of the best harmonies ever created.
Yes,
Yeah, no, let's be
ever.
clear. I
I
love
still be listening to them.
listen,
Oh my
still
gosh,
to this
that
day.
was horrible. I
Ye-
cannot believe put you put that on the show tonight. The nerve.
They over there going off in the chat. They like, that was a good one. Because he was sitting over there looking like, are you ready for your blessing? He's a rock that's higher than I. When the spirit of the Lord comes upon us. Jesus, Jesus, be a fan.
St. James gonna get us, man.
Oh yeah, he gonna tell
Who
us
knows? We carrying on because Josh ain't here. We just carrying on. We would not be like this if Josh was here. We miss you, brother.
celebrate, he lives. Get you some dread, St.
Yes.
James. Yeah, because I want to hear that song. He lives, he lives.
Oh God. Mm-mm.
Lord have mercy. We didn't even get to the politics today. Listen,
A
what I
little
want
bit.
we
Mhm.
we talked about a little bit of the politics. Oh, okay, let's go.
Mhm.
We gotta talk about the save act, y'all. So let me pull that up real quick,
You may
y'all.
need to edit this whole video. I feel like I'm gonna be embarrassed when I rewatch it.
No, it's no, it's a
No,
good. This was a hilarious live. This was
this
I
was
will dance like David. Dance. I will. Can you help me sing?
oh my god. Oh. I cannot.
Oh my God, this was a mess.
Ooh.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Y'all, that is not my real singing voice. Please don't judge me.
Oh no, that ain't mine. It's a little. It's
Ain't
a
no you
little.
sing.
It's
You
a.
said it's a little bit. You
It's
got
a
a little
little bit,
commission in
yeah,
your
because
throat.
I definitely got some Fred Hammond all in
Help
me.
somebody.
Help somebody else. If my people which are
Yes,
called by my name shall humble
yes. That's the
themselves.
spirit of David.
That's the inner court. That's in the
In
court,
a court,
honey.
in a court. You right, you right, you right. No, it had two cassette tapes with it, right?
No, Pages of Life was 2 cassettes. Pages of Life had the because it was the live
Mhm,
and
mhm,
the studio because that's my favorite
mhm.
CD.
Yes,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of them my favorite. I don't even know.
You
Oof,
know,
Fred Hammond.
perfect and true,
Yes, yes.
pure in all your ways. Oh Lord.
Ooh,
Lord Jesus, we're gonna have to. Oh my
Josh,
God,
you got to come back so we can get some order to this thing. We can get in order and in line.
listen, because we just over here rambling,
Listen,
talking about the good old days.
no, I really somebody mentioned the Save Act, and we was gonna talk about it. Did you say that?
Yeah, that's what we was
Oh,
gonna
okay,
do.
okay, okay.
I'm definitely gonna have to edit all of that out and just make a video. Okay.
Top at 5:30, a Miami-Dade woman says she is stuck in limbo trying to get her real ID driver's license. The reason? She cannot prove that she was born in the United States. Good
My
evening.
God.
I'm Jim Barry.
And I'm Naja Sherman. Thank you for joining us. This all comes as the deadline to get the real ID change is approaching in just 2 weeks.
CBS News Miami's Tanya Francois explains how state and federal lawmakers are stepping in to help. Tanya.
That's right, Jim. Jeanette Gant Palmer was born at home in South Carolina during the Jim Crow era. A birth certificate was never issued, and without it, the DMV will not renew her license. Jeanette Gant Palmer was born in Aiken County, South Carolina, back in February of 1949.
76 years blessed.
But this retired postal worker has called Miami home for 55 years.
My car is paid for, my house is paid for, I'm going to drive.
She's had several Florida driver's licenses in the past, showing us her latest two. On the day before her birthday, she went to renew it and hit a roadblock.
After waiting 2 hours in the line, I said, I'd like to renew my driver's license. Oh no, we need this and we need that. And for what? What reason? I never had it before.
Gant Palmer needed her birth certificate or passport to prove her identity. It's part of the new Real ID program that takes effect next month. Gant Palmer has neither. She says she's been trying to get her birth certificate her whole life.
Back in those days, we were born at home. You didn't know about going to no hospital. The lady came to your house to help your mom have the baby.
For 42 years, she worked at the post office. She also drove school buses with a valid license. So how were you able to get a driver's license to begin with?
Begin with. That's what I asked the driver's license place.
Gant Palmer says she...
So, I want y'all to keep this in mind. Keep that in mind about this lady having issues with the real ID because she does not have a birth certificate. Keep that in mind. All right. So let's go over here 1 second. And well, let's just keep that in mind. We're gonna come right over to this. All right.
Save America Act, individuals will be required to provide that proof of citizenship in order to register, and on election day, required to demonstrate voter identification.
The purpose of the SAFE Act is to ban non-citizens from voting in federal elections and also to implement some kind of voter ID law where you would have to show your driver's license when you go to cast a ballot. My name is Justin Papp. I cover politics for CNBC. So the initial version of the SAVE Act that Chip Roy introduced and Mike Lee introduced in the Senate in late January would have required some form of ID at the ballot box that proved you were an American citizen, so something like a passport, for instance. There's an amended version of the SAVE Act that was introduced over the weekend that pares that back a little bit. Some form of photo ID would still be required at the polls to vote, but the list of acceptable forms of ID is longer and could include things like state-issued IDs. Importantly, college IDs are still prohibited under this amended version, which is a concern that many Democrats have, that Republicans are specifically targeting demographic groups, including young people, that tend to vote for Democrats.
While the specific policies may have changed since the days of the Jim Crow South, the goal of the SAVE Act is the same: disenfranchising American citizens and making it harder for eligible people to vote.
More than 21 million.
We can't hear you.
I'm sorry. So let's just stop it right there, and then we're going to just go talk about it real quick. So I'm going to start off here. My grandfather, who is still alive, he's 85 years old. Very much alive. He also was one of those people. He never had a birth certificate. When he retired from working for like 43 years, I believe. That in 2007, that was the first time that he ever had a social security number. So he was born in Mississippi. He was not born in Barbados, Iraq, Iran, Mary J. Blige land. Okay. He was born in Jim Crow, Mississippi. Never had a birth certificate, never had a social security card. So by definition, he a US citizen? He's worked his ass off all those years. Now, luckily in his case, I wish ICE would go over there and get that Mexican looking man. Cause that's when it's gonna be a problem. Y'all gonna touch him, all hell gonna break loose. Okay, let's be clear. But luckily for him, my aunt at the time, she was working for the state of Michigan, so she had leeway and was able to kind of point him in the right direction of the appropriate resources to get him that social security number or that social security card. But I think about how many of like his classmates that that he went to school with down in Mississippi, their school isn't even around anymore. You just think about that whole population of people that were born before 1960 that were born in Mississippi, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, where their mothers were not allowed to have black babies in white hospitals. So a lot of times they didn't have court records or anything that established their identity at all.
That's right.
And so now we're, because they just made a point about, it might not be Jim Crow, but Jim Crow ain't never goddamn left. We still feel the remnants of Jim Crow to this day. And so if my grandfather doesn't really travel anymore, but if he wanted an airplane ticket or anything like that, he probably wouldn't be able to go get one because of that real ID mess.
He wouldn't.
And then so you think about these things of how, because they're forcing everybody to get the real ID. I got my new ID, honey, the other day. I was like, y'all done got so nice down here to the Secretary of State, because I was like, honey, y'all used to be some evil old heifers up in here. But anyways, they forcing that real ID on everybody, but everybody not able to, they're American citizens, but they were affected by racism. And so you mean to tell me 60 years later, they're still going to possibly be affected by racism again? Because that's all that's going to happen when they start rolling out this SAVE Act, if it's passed. And then, Republicans want to sit there and gaslight us because a lot of us aren't educated about these things. We don't talk about these things.
No. Because the way it rolled out, I'm not hearing enough about it. I'm hearing about it subtly, like through a post here or there. But we need to be shouting this from the mountaintops, because it's giving the Republicans are trying to, not the Republicans, Trump is trying to ensure.
The Republicans.
Okay. I was trying to be nice. They are trying to ensure in every way they can that they have all of the votes and that they continue to control this country.
And and the reason why I said Republicans is because this was already passed by the House of Representatives already. It's already been passed by them, which is, everything is Republican control right now. Oof. So it's already been passed by them. So it's hard for you to say, let me try to be nice or respectful. These people are just as evil as Trump.
But so here's the thing though. This wouldn't be a thing if there was not a Trump. Because we had Republicans before and there was no SAVE Act mentioned.
Well, I can argue that a lot of things have been kind of relaxed. not, you can't necessarily say Republicans. I would say more of the
Mhm.
conservative party.
Mhm.
They're always the ones, because even if, when you look back at Jim Crow, they're always the ones that come up with these new. This isn't nothing new. This is the
Yeah.
same game they've been playing since the inception of this country. Oh, we'll give you a little something, but we're gonna do all of this gotcha stuff so we can
Right.
get you. You know,
Yeah.
so that's all that this is. That this is, and the sad part about it is a lot of us millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha,
Mhm.
and Gen X, we're not talking about it. If we're talking more about Brorilla and whatever else is going on, we always talking about, oh, let's go to Mexico and this, that, and the third, and girl, woo, woo, woo. But you're not talking about your grandmother that's still very much alive, that could possibly have her voting rights taken away because of this administration.
Let me tell you. So my grandparents, uh, they're deceased now, but when they were back then, when they had to vote in Mississippi, they had to take a reading test. Now, mind you, back then they couldn't matriculate through school like how we could.
Right.
They had to work at very young ages. So a lot of them could not read or write as well.
Mm-hmm.
And to see that they are trying to hinder um, people from voting now, our elderly population from voting, is very disheartening when we have worked and fought so hard to be able to have the right to vote.
And then and then we can also talk about, they were saying in the video, but that's one thing about Democrats. I'm like, y'all always like y'all. I reiterate this all the time. It's always like y'all try to paint this picture of, oh, they're just so downtrodden. And what about Lord? It's like this sensationalism that's going on in the Democrat Party. That's like, girl, you gonna have to cut that out, because that's not working on these races. Y'all gonna have to come down. Come up with some actual facts and substantiated
Mhm.
something. I feel like people will be more responsive to hearing stories about like how that lady or other elderly people would be affected, because they don't care about the African American youth.
These stories are out, but Jesse,
But they're but
it doesn't matter.
my problem with Democrats is they're not connecting things like they're supposed to. That if I'm the only
Mm,
person that's connecting those two stories out there, because they're not doing that. They're talking about the American black youth. They're like, well, that might discriminate against them, because and it's true, because I saw it even with my own two eyes when I went to the Social Security estate of office the other day. And it was this young guy down there, and he didn't have his birth certificate. He was getting his first ID. He needed it for an apartment, and the lady was like, well, we finna close. Woo. So it was like,
mm.
oh, bro, I feel bad for you, but you gotta make sure everybody's mother isn't like my mother, like your mother, where they had the birth certificates, the Social Security cards, and they always kept the records and stuff like that. Some people have had hard lives where their parents, they might not have grown up with their parents for real,
Mhm.
or they might not just whatever. So that is true right there. And some people, they just might be like, well, shoot, if I gotta go through all these hoops, forget it. I don't care no more.
But why are you saying that the Democrats are not connecting the dots? What can we do against all of this? The stories are out there about the elderly not being able to
But
get their real
they
IDs,
didn't.
and
They didn't in that video.
Mhm.
Schumer, he didn't connect that. He didn't say, well, this might discriminate against the elderly, blah blah blah. No, he just went straight for the poor black youth. Y'all been saying that excuse forever. No, this is affecting everybody that's black. It's going to
Yeah.
possibly, and it's not the elderly black. I mean, not just the whole black population. It could be Mexicans. It could be all kind of people.
But
You got
see,
to
and
think
you,
about people that's been born on U.S. base. I mean, on military
yeah.
bases out the country. It's going to possibly affect everybody. Quit just trying to
But
always
the truth
make
of
us
the
the
matter,
martyr of everything. That's what I'm
but the
saying.
truth of the matter, I understand that. The truth of the matter is also, it's very rare that you have non-citizens trying to vote.
That's another great point. That's another great point.
So
They
this is
said,
absolutely abundantly clear what's trying to take place here.
yeah, and that's my point. Quit
But
trying to
I don't go ahead.
that's my point. It's like Democrats are trying to have rationale, and they're trying to do this whole PC respectability thing with people that have no sort of rationale. These people are sensationalizing everything. You can't sit there and double match sensationalism with somebody that's also sensationalizing things. If you get what I'm saying, it's hard for you to go back and go up to a narcissist and be like, well, you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, no, save that.
Because that doesn't
Mm-mm. I
register
do
to
not
them.
care. No,
They don't care.
if
And
it
that's
ain't
what I'm
about them.
yeah, that's what you can't go up to a bully and say, you know what, you really hurt me when you gave me a wedgie and you slapped me in the locker. You really hurt me. You can't say that to them. They don't care about all of that. Quit trying to always go around here. Well, look at this might do that. No, that's
Well,
not. That's not.
so
Hmm?
what do you want them to do? What do you want the Democratic Party to do?
I want
They're
them to
they're
start.
trying hard.
I want them to get up off of Capitol Hill.
Mhm.
Get your tail, and everybody needs to go to make sure every weekend you're in your district,
Mhm.
walking door to door, having more town
Mhm.
halls. You need to be out here on the streets. You need to. Why haven't anybody been making any podcasts? Now I've been seeing this one guy. I think his name is Isaiah Martin with his phone. I've been seeing him going around here. He had did the 20 Republicans versus one Democrat thing. He was a black young man. I
Oh, I
think he's
did
in his
see that. That was good.
yeah, I didn't see the whole thing,
Ooh, that
but
was good.
yeah, he's a very articulate man. Why ain't y'all put money behind him?
But
Start
why
a
do you
podcast. Why? Because I was
why do
like,
you blame the whole Democratic Party
because
though?
they're losers. They're losers. They're a pack of losers. There's no enthusiasm. There's no brand identity. It's
They
just, oh,
are
we're sorry. We're
tired.
sorry for
There's no
they,
brand
they,
identity. I agree. They
they
are
not tired
tired.
enough. They're not tired enough.
No, I mean they are tired as in they are tired of fighting a system that is so rigged that it's ridiculous. They're
Thank you.
tired.
Thank you, Shawty.
Shorty, they're not
They're
weak.
weak.
They're
They're
tired.
weaklings. They're weaklings. We're
They're not
tired.
weak. They
We're
are tired.
we
They are
tired of
worn
the
out.
excuses. Because if you tired and you weak, and Lord knows I'm tired. Lord knows I'm weak. Cause you say I'm just a friend that's gonna be there till the end.
Jesse,
If you gonna sit your ass up there and you ain't gonna do your damn job, girl, take
they
your
are
ass home.
they are doing their job. They
Do
are
like
doing the best that they
Marjorie
can
Taylor
with what they
Greene.
have.
Do like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Get your ass up there and go put your 2 weeks notice in and get the fuck off of Capitol Hill, because we the people is a little tired of y'all in these emotional games. I'm not paying you $100,000 a year for you to sit on your ass crying.
First of all, they don't get paid that much.
Yes, they do. They get paid more than that. Let me see. How much
I
do a
don't think so.
representative?
But my thing is this, and Nicole, if you're still in the chat, I know you know. But my thing is this, Shardy,
They
I'm
actually
not even
made.
trying to look at your comments
They
right
actually
now
make
because I don't know.
107. They the U.S. representative make $174,000 a year.
Who is what position is that do not make that much money? Is it congressman?
No, that's
Oh,
the
that's the Congress.
yeah.
Um,
They make, and the Speaker of the House makes 220,000, $223,000 a year.
One of
So you know y'all be so emotional. I'm sorry for yelling and screaming, Courtney.
no, that's fine. Well, my thing is this though: you cannot do that. They are fighting so many battles, and it's just a few of them fighting. They are fighting up against a system that I'm not sure that they can win at. They are exhausted.
They not exhausted. We ain't even 2 years into this mess. We ain't even 2 years into this mess, and y'all exhausted already.
We're
Like I
not
said,
2 years
you
in,
need
but
to
we're still fighting. We're
move,
fighting gerrymandering. Come on,
move, get out the
get
way,
out the way and do what so they can really win and take over.
get these people
What's the
out.
solution? What's
If
the
you can't emotionally take them doing this type of stuff and doing this with whatever blah blah blah, and if you're not willing to make a stand, just like Reverend Al Green, it was Reverend
mhm,
Al Green
mhm.
up there, like he
I
did.
don't know if
This
he's
see
a
this
reverend, but you
the,
keep
the
calling him Reverend Al Green. I think it's just Al Congressman Al
Senator Al or something like that, Al
Congressman
Green,
Al Green.
Congressman Al Green.
Mhm.
um he got up there the first day and had to do a screaming and yelling session. That's the type of carrying on I'm talking about. And
That's
see,
what you
and
like.
then and no, that dead ass, because that's what's going, and that's what I just said, Courtney. I said you gotta scream at the top of your lungs. These people not taking this. We shall over. Get that goddamn civil rights shit down somewhere. Ain't nobody singing all that tired ass shit. This ain't no motherfucking Rosa Parks. Get up there and show them that you not to be played with. But no, y'all go up against
But what you don't
Al
understand is they
Green.
are fighting a battle that you know nothing of. So it's beyond
They want to be. They want to keep.
what you see on the press. They are they are trying to protect their families as well as their communities. They receive death threats on a regular basis while they're
I
fighting
need
for
somebody
their
that's.
communities.
I need somebody that's gonna take. That's gonna be like a Jamal Bryant. I'll
Jamal
take
tried to
the.
run. So you think Jamal need to run?
I'll take he. You know what? If I I would
He
allow
already tried
him.
to run and it didn't. He didn't.
I would allow him to run. I would. I would allow him. If whatchamacallit wasn't there. But sometimes I don't know about him either.
Who Warnock?
Warnock, yeah. Yeah. I would let him run. Anyways, but if you scared because somebody
Nobody is scared.
you
What
but you
part
that's
of
what
they
you
are
just
fighting hard do you not understand? And
you
it's
just
not as
told
many of
me
them. They
you
are
just
fighting. It's David and Goliath right now. The Republican Party is trying to be Goliath, and
see I
the
need
Democratic
Josh on
Party,
here
is
with me.
David.
I need Josh on here with me.
No, we are trying to fight battles with
Well,
what we
what is the
have.
fight though? That's what I'm
The
trying
fight
to
is
hear. Because is it when they be
for
going
health
down there?
care.
Is
They
it
are
is it
fighting for
is it
equal wages.
is
They
it
are
when they go down there and they be doing them Power Ranger costume festivals called these No King protests? Is that what you
no,
talking about? Because that's not
no.
fighting.
That's not fighting. That's not what I'm talking about. That's somebody else doing something else. What I'm talking about is what our Democratic Congress people are trying to do. They are trying to make health care affordable. They're trying to do so many other things to make sure that there are equal rights across the board, and they are fighting up against a juggernaut
But here's
called
my
Republicans.
I'm on the next level of it. Why are we always trying to? Why are we always being reactive and not proactive? Why are we always in this bind, this continuous bind of, oh, we're the victim, we're the victim.
No, but we're not the victim. We're fighting as best as we can, but it's not enough of us fighting at the
But
same
I'm
time.
talking about you talking about right now. I'm talking about what happened between 2020 and 2024 and 2026. What happened
We
then?
was what you are right. I'm gonna give you that. We was when they was going low, we was going high. Michelle should have never said that. She meant well, but that's what we were doing. We have always tried to take the high road. We have always tried to show the nation what the Republican Party really is and who they really are. And we tried to show our heart at best. But now, no, it's not working. I agree with you. It's not working. So maybe we should shout to the mountaintop. But right now, what we are doing is everybody's taking their earrings off. But there's only a
But see,
few. It's only a few people that's really trying to
and
fight.
that's what
But
I'm
again,
saying. If
mhm,
you gonna sit there, because like they got this old heifer sitting around here, running around here. She from Michigan, Lisa
mhm,
Stocking or whatever.
mhm,
She was one of them that
mhm,
voted for to censor Al Green.
mhm.
She was one of them. She was from
And
Michigan, and she a Democrat.
everybody should have stood and rallied behind Al Green and walked out when
Exactly.
he did. I
And
agree
they
with
did,
you.
and she sat there and she actually voted for him to be censored, and she's a Democrat. And see,
You're
that's the
right.
type of stuff I'm talking about right there.
You're right.
Everybody's not fighting.
You're right.
Everybody's not a Jasmine Crockett.
No,
Everybody's not an
everybody is
Al
not,
Green.
and that's what the issue
Y'all need to
is.
get your ass out the way
And
if you're
that's
not
what the
fighting.
issue is with the Democratic Party. We only have a handful of people that are trying to fight Goliath, is
But
what I
that's
keep
what,
trying
but
to
that's
tell
what
you.
I'm, but
But
that's
at
what I'm
least
saying,
they're
Courtney.
fighting.
And then y'all be coming back at me like, when I challenge people, y'all be
Hmm.
coming back at me like I'm a hater. I am a hater. I hate all of this.
We'll see. So here's the thing, though. But you have to understand and realize you're saying everybody move, get out of the way, get out of the way. But if the people get out of the way, then what?
We need people that's going to actually do some action, and we need people with
Where are they?
we
What
need
we
people
need is
with
young people.
personalities. We need young people, and we said that, like me and Josh said, that we need people that are going to be a little bit more radical than you just going up there. And Uncle Paul, I know that shouting will not change anything, but I would rather
But
see
will it?
somebody. Exactly. I would rather
It
see
may.
somebody that would get up and say, I'm not being respectable today. Okay. I'm
But
not
that's
going
why.
to allow you to sit here, because these Republicans, they will overtalk you, they will gaslight you, they'll put you in a bind if you allow them to, they'll make you look like you crazy. So, sometimes you need to take off your earrings and say, I'm not letting you do that to me today. And
And I
why is
think
it
that's what we're doing, though. That's what's happening right
Jasmine Crockett doing it? Ain't nobody else doing that mess. See,
now.
and everybody still want to sit around here and play like it's the 90s or something, and it's not. This ain't the
Jasmine
90s.
is not. Jasmine is not the only one fighting. There's a woman, a black woman here. She's fighting. Her name escapes me. There are so many other people that are fighting. And I will say this, the unfortunate part is that most of them are black women. Black
That's
women,
true.
we're always down for the fight.
That's true. But I'm talking about, and when I say these Democrats, don't think I'm talking about
You're talking
black.
about the party as a whole, and
I'm,
I
I'm,
don't
I'm,
like.
I'm and honestly, I'm talking about white people, white liberals. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I hate to put it like this. I hate to go here,
Mhm.
but I'm when I keep saying these Democrats,
Mhm.
I'm talking about whites. Cause y'all sit y'all
But
ass
there are
around here.
some, but no, I can't let you say that either because there are some uh, white Democrats that are fighting for the cause as well. It's not a lot of them, let's be clear, but there are some for sure.
Because what I see, a lot of the non-black, because I can't just say white, and
Mhm.
you do have some good non-black people, like my girl that had got that whatever had got thrown at her or whatever.
Mhm. Mhm. Her. There's one from here in Texas, and her name escapes me, but I know she has like a short haircut, and she stood during that time when we were fighting in regards to the gerrymandering that was taking place here. So there are some white people that are definitely standing, and even now, as in regards to ICE and all those things. So we cannot negate that there are some white people that are democratic that are definitely standing and fighting as best as they can.
And that's another thing. It's like y'all don't make these things visible. Y'all don't go run to a podcast. Y'all not putting y'all money where your mouth is. Unlike people like CK or people, over there on that side of the fence. Y'all not Candace Owens. Y'all not putting y'all money where y'all mouth is. Y'all not making people see. Every time my
Who
problem
podcast?
with
Okay,
the
so who
with
podcast should they go on
it's a couple of people. You got
besides the
that
Breakfast
Aya,
Club?
you got the Aya Isaiah Martin, you got Jesse J. Blige, her. You got. I'm not gonna go down the list of all of that, but whatever. But it's just like you could definitely. It's another lady I just thought about. I forgot what her name is. I think it's Tabitha Speaks or something like that. You got all these different people that y'all can start having platforms with them. But y'all still want to run the CNN all the time. Most of us ain't watching CNN. Y'all not reading the damn
No,
room.
we watching CNN.
No, we not. No, not all the time. We get
Not all
most
the
of our
time, no.
news from Threads, Twitter, all of these Facebook,
This
all
is
these
true.
other places. So it's
But
like we not.
CNN is on those platforms.
But a lot of younger people, this might be for your age bracket and up, but people my age going down, they not going to sit down and watch CNN. They not
Oh,
picking up
sit
the
down and
wall.
watch it. No, but
We not,
on
and see, y'all totally missing out on a whole population of people. Y'all sitting out, y'all missing all of Gen Z, all of on the lower half of millennials. Y'all missing out on our vote because y'all still stuck in 1996.
give them people some money so they can do what they need to do. Also,
They got money.
mm,
They got a voter fund.
well, that's what I'm saying. Give to that.
You got
Donate your
Oprah.
time. Come on, we got to be a
I
solution
I
here.
got if I'm going out there knocking on doors and all of this and that, I gotta believe in it, and I don't believe in the Democrat Party as it currently stands.
But we have to do something. It's not enough for us to say y'all suck, y'all are losers, y'all
They
don't do
are,
nothing. Y'all
they
need to
are.
scream and yell to the top of your lungs. You need to fight, kick, spit, do all of these
Mm-hmm.
things. That's not enough. What are some solutions? What's the end game here? What can we do? We have to add value some kind of way, and
The end game is
we can
stop
definitely
looking
start on the
weak.
local level.
Quit looking weak. That's all I'm asking, because that's going to
They
be
don't look they don't
they
look
look
weak.
horribly weak. They look. Shardy even said it. They look like a weak group of people. It's always well, one.
No. No.
Mm-mm.
I see a few people that are fighting their tail off, and
And
they do things
let
they
me be
do things
very
for themselves.
clear when I say what I say. I will never vote for a Republican unless it's like a great compromise or something like that happens again in this
Mhm. Mhm.
this millennium.
Mhm.
I will never be a conservative. I will never vote red ever. But and I'm gonna always vote blue. I'm gonna vote every time I get a chance to. But I'm just making people aware.
Mhm.
Even me being true blue, at the end of the day, I will never
Mhm.
go against. I will never cross party lines. I never have. I never will. Even I'm somebody that's a dependable voter, that they can count on my vote being casted. They don't
Mhm.
have to worry about me. Even I'm frustrated with the Democrats because I feel like everybody's always too reasonable. So that
Well,
might be in the works. That might be in the works.
yeah. Not might it need to. We need your voice. We need you. We need Josh. He said he's running in 2028.
Oh, Shardy.
And then I feel like I want to run, but I don't know.
That's the one right there.
They
That's
do.
one thing.
I'm
See,
not gonna deny that.
that's the bit right there. Shardy. That's exactly. Hey Mark. That's the one right there. That's one point that I wanted to talk about because it's like, if you do have somebody that's, kind of famous in the liberal world or whatever,
Mhm.
then you get people on Twitter. Oh well, they said this and that was offensive. Then and they said they did that and that they, just like with Kamala, she locked up all these people back in the 90s and back in the early 2000s, and she did this and that and that and this, and it's like, why are y'all every time everybody's not perfect. I mean, it's a bunch of things I wish I would have did differently in my life. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not
Mhm.
perfect. And so it's like, every time you look up, it's like y'all always coming up with these gotcha moments on everybody on your same side, people that's, fighting for you. And it's like y'all always go out, they made this mistake. We don't need to have them as a podcast host. We don't need to have them we don't need to go to their platform and stuff like that. When on the other side, they don't care. You can grape women, you can blow up a school, you can do whatever you want to, you can ask people out, but over here you gotta be Jesus Christ, and even he would be on the docket.
You, in conclusion, you need to contact your local senator, right?
Senator and representative.
And representative, and let them know your grievances.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to figure out a solution. It's not enough for us to tear the party down. We need to be rallying behind them. We need to find a way. We may not have the biggest voice in the room, but we need to find a way
I
to
need
be a
more. I
solution.
think the biggest thing for me is we do not see you people. We vote for you. Y'all come to our churches every 2 to 4 years when it's time for us to vote for you.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then or we might see you just, whatever when it's time to vote. And I know you in DC, but they have they have these great inventions called airplanes. We need to see a little bit more of y'all. We need to see y'all on the front lines. Like I said again, where are the town halls? Where are the because you saw Republicans when they, when them tariffs started kicking tail and them soybeans started gagging and roasting, you saw them at least over there, they was getting cussed out, but then you at least saw them out there. But over here on our side, it's like we not seeing the town halls. We not seeing the protests, or even if you are having a protest, is this no King's rally mess? Like, girl, nobody care about that. I need to see a little bit more energy. If y'all taking the midterm serious, we need a little bit more energy. And I feel like right now they're too dependent on, oh, everybody hates Trump. We did that back in 2020. Why ain't we coming up with actual solutions? Why ain't we raising up, oh, Jasmine Crockett, she's a radical that don't care. She can fight fire with fire. She got a mouth on her. She would be able to go up against, a enemy of the state. She would be able to do that. No, y'all not putting her up. Y'all, oh, well, maybe Gavin Newsom might be good, or we don't know.
It's been a pleasure
Am I
to be with
lying?
you all. Gavin Newsom will be great, but
But
I'm wrapping it up because um, it's been a pleasure as always every Monday.
y'all, the opinions of Courtney ain't the opinions of me. So don't be going over there to her channel talking about you're a racist and you're a colorist and all this and that. No, that's not what that is. You scream and holler.
They don't give me that kind of heat.
Because the people will come over here and roast and gag, but I'm like, baby, you ain't no
You love
changing
it.
my opinion. I've
Yeah.
been this same way all my life. I ain't, there's no changing my opinion. I mean, I'll agree to disagree with people, but
Gavin Newsom for president. All right. We gonna go on and go.
but I thank you all for tuning into this mess. We just been up here cutting up all night. I'm gonna be so tired in the morning, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out Courtney. Y'all make sure y'all hit me up on social medias. I appreciate y'all so much, and y'all have and we're
Oh, don't
blessed.
forget to Hold on. That's a good offering song because I was gonna say, please don't forget to support this platform. We need more voices like Jesse, and so we need his voice amplified, right? So if you
The gay
would,
Dr. Umar.
who you,
Me.
mm,
No, I'm
okay.
not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get somebody.
but it's but his giving is dollar sign LIL Lil Jesse. It's dollar sign Lil Jesse is his cash app. And then what are your other ways of giving?
Um, the other ways of giving, I think Venmo is my email address. It's all in the description. It's JESSYEINC@gmail.com. I don't know if I got my PayPal set up. I know I got a PayPal, but nobody ever asked for it.
Hmm.
So I think that's still under my personal stuff. And I'm
Do
like,
you have a Zelle?
yeah, that. Oh no, I meant Zelle was under that email address. I don't think.
Okay, Zelle is
Yeah,
under the email address.
Venmo
So
and Zelle are under that email address.
okay.
JESSYE INC Inc. at gmail.com. So everybody, and Courtney, she has what's your stuff?
What's your stuff?
What's your stuff?
Zelle, I do not have a cash app, but Zelle is I am Courtney Phillips TV at gmail.com if you would like to give there. Zelle. I don't nobody use Chime like that for real, so I'm not gonna say it.
We don't. No.
And uh PayPal forthcoming.
Okay. And she's going, I'm reaping the everybody say bless,
Bless,
say
say
bless,
bless.
say bless. Yeah. Why is y'all watching this mess? This is a hot mess.